Hello, my dear children. How are you? I hope you are fine at your home. Tomorrow you are going to write your first unit test for the subject mathematics. And your test portion is chapter 1 the fish tail, chapter 2 shapes and angles. See here children, this is your max question pattern. In first Roman you have fill in the blanks, that is 5 questions, 5 into 1, 5 marks. In second Roman you have 2 more questions. You have to answer 5 2 marks questions. So 5 into 2, 10 marks. In third Roman you have 5 more questions. You have to answer for 2 5 more questions. First, we are going to revise your first chapter. See here, children. What are you seeing? You are seeing some sea animals. What are they? Lobster, eel, jellyfish, prawn, parrotfish, squid. What is mean by schools of fish? You have already know what is mean by schools of fish. That is, fish like to swim together in the sea in the big groups called. Next, we are going to see about different types of boats. What are the different types of boats? Log boat, oar boat, motor boat, long tail boat, big machine boat. What is the another name for big machine boat? Yes, trawler. Next, we are going to see a word problem from your book in page number 9. What is the question is, if the speed of a motor boat is 20 km in 1 hour, how far would the motor boats go in 3.5 hours? That is, what is given in the question is, a motor boat can move 20 km in 1 hour. What is the question is, after the 3.5 hours, how far the motor boat can go? That is, we have to calculate the distance covered by the motor boat in 3.5 hours. Okay, let us see the solution of this problem. First we are writing the boat travels in 1 hour is equal to 20 kilometer. Then the distance covered by the boat in 3 hours is equal to, we have to use the operation multiplication here. Okay, in 1 hour it covered 20 kilometer, means in 3 hours we have to calculate by 3 into 20. So your answer is 60 kilometer. That is, the boat cover the distance in 3 hours is 60 kilometer. But in the question they have asked 3.5 hours. That is, for half hour also we have to calculate the distance covered by the boat. So to calculate the distance covered by the boat in half an hour is calculated by multiplying the 20 by half. You have to cancel the 20 by 2. That is, you have to divide the 20 by 2. If you divide 20 by 2, what is your answer? Yes, 10. That is, the distance covered by the boat in half an hour is 10 kilometer. Already we have calculated the distance covered by the boat in 3 hours is 60 kilometer. Now what is the total kilometer traveled by the boat? Yes, you have to add this. That is 60 kilometer plus 10 kilometer. So totally you get 70 kilometer. So the distance covered by the boat in 3 hours and a half hours is 70 kilometer. Next we are seeing a table. In the table, what are the given data, children? First column they have given types of boat. What are the types of boat? Log boat, long tail boat, motor boat, machine boat. In second column they gave catch of fish in one trip in kg. That is, how much that boat can catch in one trip. That is, the log boat can catch 20 kg of fish in one trip. Similarly, long tail boat can catch 600 kg of fish in one trip. Motor boat can catch how much kg, children? Yes, 800 kg of fish in one trip. Machine boat can catch how much kg? Yes, 6000 kg in one trip. Okay. See the next column. What is given in the next column? Yes, speed of the boat. What is meant by speed of the boat? How far it goes in 1 hour. That is, log boat can move 4 kilometer in 1 hour. Similarly, long tail boat can move 12 kilometer in 1 hour. Motor boat can move how many kilometer? Yes, 20 kilometer in 1 hour. Machine boat can move 22 kilometer in 1 hour. Next children, we are going to calculate how much fish that each type of boat bring in 7 trips. We already know that how much fish, that is weight of fish catch by each type of boat, that is log boat can catch 20 kg. Long tail boat can catch 600 kg of fish. Similarly, motor boat 800 kg of fish and machine boat can catch 6000 kg of fish in one trip. But in the question, they have asked how much fish the each type of boat can catch in 7 trips. They have given the weight for one trip. They were asking for 7 trips. So what is the operation here we have to use is, yes, multiplication. Now we are going to multiply the weights by 7 because in the question they have given 7 trips. So see the third column children, catch of fish in 7 trips in kg. See here, the log boat can catch 20 kg of fish in one trip. So the log boat can catch in 7 trips equal to, how do you calculate children? Yes, you have to multiply the 20 by 7. Thus 7 into 20 is equal to 720. You have to forget the 0. Multiply the 7 with 2. So your answer is 14. Now add the 0 with it. So your answer is 140 kg. That is log boat can catch 140 kg of fish in 7 trips. Similarly, the long tail boat can catch is calculated by multiplying 600 by 7. You get 4200 kg. That is, long boat tail can catch 4200 kg of fish in 7 trips. Similarly, the motor boat can catch in 7 trips is 7 into 800 kg of fish, that is 5600 kg. Similarly, we can calculate the machine boat, that is 7 into 6000, which is equal to 42,000 kg of fish caught by the motor boat in 7 trips. Next, we are going to see Women's Mean Car Bank Sum. The meeting of the Mean Car Bank has just begun. Fasila is the president. 20 fisherwomen have made their own bank. Each saves rupees 25 every month and puts it in the bank. How much money does the group collect each month? What is given data in the question? In that bank, how many members are there? Yes, 20 fisherwomen. And each woman saves how much rupees, children? Yes, 25 rupees. What is asked in the question? How much money does the group collect each month? Okay, how can we calculate, children? We know each woman saves rupees 25 for a month. So, how many members are there? 20 women are the members. So, to calculate the total amount, you have to multiply the 25 by total number of members in that bank. How many members are there? Yes, 20 women. So, you have to multiply the 25 by 20. You get 500. Thus, the money collected in each month is rupees 500. We also have one more question on the same bank sum. What is the question is, how much money will be collected in 10 years. That is, we have to calculate the amount collected by the bank in 10 years. This solution involves three steps. The first step is we have to calculate the amount calculated in 1 month. Next, we have to calculate the amount collected in 1 year. And third step is we have to calculate the amount collected in 10 years. We have already calculated amount collected in 1 month. What is the amount collected in 1 month? That is 500. Next we are going to calculate the collection of amount in 1 year. In 1 year it has how many months? Yes, 12 months. So in order to find the amount, we have to multiply the 500 by 12 to get 6,000. That is, the collection of 1 year is rupees 6,000. Thus, we have found the collection of the bank in 1 year is 6,000. But in the question, they are asked collection of amount in 10 years. So, we have to multiply the 6,000 by 10, you get 60,000. Thus, the collection of the bank in 1 month is rupees 500. The collection of the bank in 1 year is rupees 6,000. The collection of the bank in 10 year is rupees 60,000. It's clear, children? Next, we are going to see another word problem. See the question. Gracie took a loan of rupees 4,000 to buy a net. She paid back rupees 345 every month for 1 year. How much money did she pay back to the bank? That is, Gracie took rupees 4,000 as a loan from a bank, and also she paid rupees how much? Rupees 345 every month. For how long, children? For 1 year. What is the question asked is, we have to calculate the total amount paid by Gracie to the bank. Okay, see the solution. The monthly installment paid by the Gracie is rupees 345. How long did the Gracie pay, children? Yes, for 1 year she paid. 1 year have how many months? 12 months. So, in order to find the total amount, we have to multiply the rupees 345 by 12. What is your answer? Yes, you have to do this calculation in your rough work part. Okay, rupees 4,140. That is, hence the Gracie paid rupees 4,140 to the bank. Next, we are going to revise the chapter 2, shapes and angle. What are the shapes you are seeing here? Yes, square, circle, rectangle, triangle. What is meant by shape, children? Shapes can be defined as the form of an object or its. Next, we are going to see about angles. We have already know the definition of angles. What is mean by angle? An angle is the figure formed by two rays. And also we have no types of angles. What are the types of angles we have seen already? Yes, right angle, acute angle, obtuse angle and straight angle. Now we are going to see one by one. First we are going to see right angle. What is mean by right angle? An angle of exactly 90 degree is called right angle. Also we can explain as 90 degree is called right angle. See here, children, I have given the picture of 90 degree, that is right angle. You are seeing the first picture and see the next picture. It is their window. In the every four corner you can find the 90 degree, and also you can find the 90 degree in the symbol plus also. Thus you can find the right angle in the real object also. Next we are going to see about acute angle and obtuse angle. What is mean by acute angle, children? Yes, an angle less than 90 degree is called acute angle. See there, I have given the pictures of acute angle. 55 degree, it is less than 90 degree. So we call it as acute angle. See the clock, it is 2 o'clock. the angle between the hour hand and minute hand is acute. So we call it as acute angle. Next, obtuse angle. What is meant by obtuse angle? An angle greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is called obtuse angle. In the example I have given 120 degree. 120 degree is called as obtuse angle. See the next picture. What is the angle shown there? It is an obtuse angle. Next we are going to see about straight angle. What is meant by straight angle? 180 degree is called straight angle. See the picture of 180 degree. If you draw the 180 degree, you get straight line. So we call this angle as straight angle. Next we are going to see about closed shapes and open shapes. Seeing the pictures, you can easily find the what are closed shapes and open shapes. In closed shapes, all the sides are joined, but in the open shapes, there is a space between the sides. These types of shapes are called open shapes. You already know, children, 60 seconds give 1 minute and 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 24 hours is equal to 1 day. Next, what are you seeing? Some pictures of clocks. It shows some times. See the first one. What is the time? Yes, 1:15. That is 1 hour 15 minutes. What is the angle between the hour hand and minute hand, children? What is the type of angle it is? Yes, it is acute angle. See the second one. What is the time? Yes, 3 hours 30 minutes. That is 3:30. And what is the type of angle between the hour hand and minute hand? Yes, a right angle. Very good. And see the third one. What is the time now? Yes, 9 hours 15 minutes. That is 9:15. What is the angle between the hour hand and minute hand? Yes, it looks straight. So the angle is straight angle. Very good. See the last one. What is the time now? Yes. What is the time? 4 o'clock. What is the angle between the minute hand and hour hand? What type of angle it is? Yes, it is obtuse angle. It's clear, children? Thus we have revised chapter 1 and chapter 2. I hope you are thorough in both chapters. Revise both chapters, children, and give your best in your unit test 1. Okay? All the best, children. Thank you.